little bit of a Sunday night sunset. Not much though. But we do got the moon. So, and we do got a pasture full of cows out there. I checked them twice this afternoon and everybody's doing good. Finally shut the irrigation off while Becky was making dinner because it was finally in. I would have moved it, but yeah, I didn't have it in me to finish. And it's potty time for these guys. They're done. They should be headed in now. They think somebody's here. Oh, poor Whaling got banged into the door. Oh, look who it is. She's got her arm load. And a sleepy kid. Had I known she was, you don't want to go in there. You don't want to go in there. Yeah. You really don't want to go in there. Puppies were eating stink bugs last night on the patio, which they've been doing.
Oh, no.
And I'm guessing it's stink bugs making their smell so nasty. I don't know when. Well, I know they pooped after 4 o'clock. Between 4 and 5.
Can you say hi?
Good morning, Blakely.
Can you say hi?
Blakely.
Say hi, Pampa.
Oh, come on.
Can you say hi?
Come on. Everybody wants to say good morning to you. Hey, good to be back. Good morning. Yeah, they want to say good morning to her, too. Slow morning. I just had to have Ty come help me. Notice there's no tractor out there. Here, I'll zoom you in.
You might have disappeared.
Yeah. And all the cows are standing there. They think we put the gates across. They were all in my way, and I had to have Ty come get the pump primed and get it going. Sprinklers right there. And she came up. We talked for a minute because I literally just made it back up to the traveler. Bugs. And she rode up that way, and they followed. When the last one stepped through the gate, I opened the gate so I could get out and literally just crawled my way up here. So, I mean, I discussed this screwed up steering system before. And every morning I've had to put it back together, and I've just tied twine over twine. Because every morning I've had to turn too sharp to the right. Turning to the right, that rocks out and it just pops it off because it's so worn. So, get the twine out of there, get it sucked up where it belongs, and try. Really, what I probably should do is pop that knuckle out and do it out in the open instead of in there. But, build up around it so it'll hold it in again. For now. At a later date, try to do something totally different. Piper Doug kind of mentioned the other day something I've been thinking about. Rather than knuckle here, put a tube here and run a rod off of this. But I don't know if that would, it might break. I don't know. No idea. The other option is put a link hook to here and hold it over there, come off the bottom of the axle. But you got to be exact on those or you'll tear something up, which I could probably build a little slop into it. We will see what the hell happens. In the meantime, build it up again and go. I know light's not the best, but I told her we'll see her hand. A little swelling up to this, actually clear up to here. That whole finger's swelled up. That one is a little bit too. Yeah, a little bit. And all through there. She says she broke it. I don't know that she broke it. I think she just sprayed the living piss out of it. Been there, done that.
Well, that's the one that you broke.
Yeah, been there, done that. Told her to wrap those 2 fingers together and put a wrap around her hand. I did that for her last night. Now it looks like I'm going to do that for her again. And it was overcast earlier. Now the orb's up. It's getting warmer. It was 43 this morning, I think, and 98% humidity. And when I went out to move the irrigation, it was 47 or 48, somewhere in there.
I'm sweating.
The light's way wrong, but I see one reason why it pops it out at the other end. Is it's tight here. Not much I can do about that. You know, we use such short arms, and yeah, it is what it is. And I'm debating, do I attempt to heat around here and beat that in? Right here is really the bad spot, because what it does is it brings it out, that goes up in tight, and then it just lets the ball fall out. I mean, not fall out, it has to actually pop out, but takes a few good hits with a hammer down here to get it to pop back in. And I don't know. I gotta figure something, but I got it tied up with that, so it's up as far as it's gonna be. Just gotta make it work. Hindsight's 2020. If we'd have angled these pieces, but then this would be, you know, out here farther all the time. There's no good way. Not when you're dealing with something that was screwed up to begin with. She's trying to tell Blue to be quiet because he's out there making too much noise. And there's Ghost and Balin. Apparently Bandit's behind me. Oh, look who brought... Ty already brought everybody out, and Becky wanted to come out. So but look at her styling today in her blue jeans and her striped shirt.
She was so happy about those blue jeans today.
Blue's got a mouth full of toy now. He'll be quiet for a little bit.
Hey, where's Bampa?
Because we all three got blue jeans on, and then she had.
Balin wants to be on my lap.
Where's Bampa?
What do you think I lost?
And I'm cheating. I just cut a washer and put it in there, rolled it up. It'll hold it for a while. Don't get in there, you get hurt. You trip yourself.
No.
And of course, the pups have got to eat all the dead bugs on the floor.
No, live ones.
Oh, well, they were eating.
Your pup keeps getting fucking shocked.
They were eating live stink bugs on the patio last night.
Don't go underneath the tractor, please.
Balin, Tate, come here.
Got to learn all these little ones something. Well, there it is. Surprised the grease isn't still burning. I still hear it, but I don't see it. Hopefully that's going to work. I have not turned it all the way to the left yet, but I had it all the way to the right when I put it on. And I had it over to about here so I could weld the other side. Then put it to there so I could get the little spot I missed to come up underneath. Let's see how long that lasts. I mean, what's on there's lasted a long time. Well, what was there? So, let that cool. Fill it full of grease, take it back out, hook it back to the deal, and probably bringing it in a freaking rain tomorrow. If the forecast is right this time around, since they keep changing it, the only dry day we have coming up is next Saturday. 0% chance. Otherwise, everything's 40 to 75% chance. So. Anyway, after looking at this one when I just greased it, this one's already had the washer trick done to it. I knew it'd been one side, just didn't remember which. Now they're both done, they're both greased, and we'll swap it out for a four-wheeler. By golly, it found its way back in here. She's still got some cleaning. She's got some tubes and stuff she said are full of crap she's got to dig out. Oh, and guess what? When she shut the sides, it's latched on the safety, but the latch isn't latched. I know what happens when it's like that. You bounce in the field and then it opens, because she did that to me after she serviced it at one point. You gotta slam them good. Yeah, this one's the same way. It's not all the way shut. It is what it is. A little tight on this side, but anyway. Now to get some lunch and go to town for yet another meeting. Yay! Okay, here's a little clip for getting greasy garage. If you haven't watched him, go check him out. Mike asked last night about these things. Trying to get where I can see and you can see. There we go. They slip into the nose. This side goes to the calf's nose. That side sticks up. And when they try to go up to the udder to nurse, it pokes the cow and the cow will kick the calf away. And yeah, they are pretty sharp, but they're not that long, so cow's hide's thick. You usually don't see any damage from them. But that's what they're for. And the first time we used these, the molding seam goes down the center and right down to both of these nubs. That one still has a little bit of it. We left them in for a week. That was a mistake. We had some calves that had a hole clear through. And yeah, did a little doctoring on them. The next year, I filed those down, polished them up as best I could. Didn't leave them in as many days. Still had quite a few issues. And part of it is they're just too snug. And this is warped because I heated them and got these farther apart. I mean, Ty brought me this one this morning and says, oh, you got to do a clip for Mike. Okay, well, being a smart ass, I stuck it up to my nose. That's too tight to slip up into my nose. So, anyway, there you go, Mike. There's a quick explanation. And I was hoping to get close to a calf, but they are all hiding up by those trees at the far side of the hayfield. And, you know, I think we showed how they look on him yesterday. I think. But anyway. And we call them can't sucks. I mean, they got all kinds of different names. And these, I think when we got them, were between $3 and $4 a piece. You know, we did a lot of thinking before we bought them because we ended up buying 100 of them at the time. Now Ty says they're like $8 an app. So, and we do lose 1 or 2 a year. You know, by the time we bring those calves in, there'll be a couple that won't have them. And sometimes we find them, sometimes we don't. I mean, ideally we'd leave them on that pasture till we take them off, which we might force them on that pasture that long. Then we, you know, if we're missing some, we know where to look. Place to end the video. Puppy's playing, right? So, meeting went all right. Bad thing. Hello, Red. You don't need to be pushing me around. Red man. He's being a butt. Yeah, everything was supposed to just be a smooth transition. Whatever. I mean, not bad. Just put my name on primary and Becky on as the next one, and both kids on as the next ones. And what we were dealing with today is stuff that's gone direct into the farm account for, oh hell, 20 years, I guess. Basically what makes my paycheck every month. Well, anymore, about a quarter of my paycheck every month. And it won't be there for at least a month now, because now it's got to get all rolled over and refreshed and new and too much bullshit. And we stopped at the neighbor's, you know, right across the road. And her husband passed away March 3rd. Her mother passed away August 3rd. Hey, both thirds, at least she can remember that easy. Yeah, she's got trying to pay bills out of her mother's account, but of course it seems that Social Security has frozen that, even though they already took their money back, because they do that. Zoom. I guess I'm a underpass or a tunnel or something. And yeah, Ty's gone. She was getting ready to leave right when we got home. Go drop Blakely off with Brooke at work and head home, and she's gonna ride with Maury tonight because he's doing some night work. And I just let these guys out to run around and play with the stink bugs, whatever. And tank on some water so they can go in the house and pee on the floor, right? Anyway, so that's the rest of our Monday, I guess. Other than Well, I ain't gonna worry about that bike. That's one tie ride. I'll put it inside though. She likes to leave it outside all the time. I don't understand. And I keep feeling sprinkles. Don't see any, but feel them. And where else was my mind going? It was spiraling into the abyss. Oh well, I gotta get garbage took up. I guess that's the last thing. Oh yeah, poor Bandit with some serious not so good poops. Why? Because apparently while Becky and I were gone, Ty couldn't keep Blakely from sharing her food with him. So, surprised he's running around with a gut ache. Anyway, that's enough gabbing. So, hey, thanks for watching. We'll see what tomorrow brings. If it's not too wet, I might get some of Becky's honeydew list stuff done. If it is too wet, well, I'm going to find something to do. If it doesn't kill me, I'll probably bring both travelers up, just so I can plug up the yard with more shit. And I still don't know where to put it, but I may take the International and put that other baler on the drawbar and drag it out, or have it ready to drag out, because whenever Ty's finally done with that one's going to go in that hole over there. And one bad thing that I see with that baler, you can't open the twine boxes, but you can get to everything else when it's parked in there. With that one, where it's got the wing doors on it, you can't get to anything once it's in that hole. You can get to the right side, but nothing on the left side. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope everybody's Monday was treated them well. Obviously not a repeat of 1962 here. Kind of a nice day compared to what it was then on Columbus Day. And hope everybody has a great Tuesday.